So Councilmember Imelda Padilla has stepped up to help those in her district who lost their place of work due to the fires.
Today we are at Icon in the 6th District, where we are announcing the fund that was created in partnership with my office for $25,000. We started hearing from gardeners saying, oh, I lost a house, or housekeepers saying, my place of work is completely destroyed. So with 2 stories, that was enough to know that they were going to continue to come, and sure enough, they did. Workers of the informal sector that were impacted can apply for a stipend of $250 for individuals, $500 for families.
Our wonderful Councilwoman Imelda Padilla took it upon herself to establish this fund using her own resources and then having the fortune of having a match.
Councilman Padilla came to Icon CDC and said, I want to put up $25,000 to help out informal service workers throughout my district. We matched the councilwoman's $25,000 to create a $50,000 loan pool.
We might not realize the number of workers in the Palisades and in the other areas who were the gardeners, who cleaned the homes, who took care of the children. And many of those individuals were not just individual workers, but actually had small businesses. They might have attended to 5 or 10 homes.
Our informal workers are going to really appreciate that she's also here engaging in the conversation of how to support those who lost work.
They lost customers, they lost households, they lost the ability to earn income, and many of them can't access federal support. Our program basically provides them that immediate real-time support right now to help pay rent, help put food on the table, help to support their families.
I want my constituents to know that when you tell us more about what your needs are, it makes me a better leader and I have a better, stronger, more accurate voice when I'm at City Hall. Please follow us on social media at CD6 Los Angeles, and you can also follow our website for more information.
Councilwoman Monica Rodriguez and the Korean American Federation celebrated the Lunar New Year with a food giveaway. Community members in Pacoima got to enjoy the celebration with much-needed essentials.
Today we're at Pacoima City Hall, where we have this wonderful collaboration with Hanmi Bank and the Korean American Federation, my friend Robert An, who's brought all of these incredible resources to help make sure that we're closing the gaps for a lot of families that are in need.
We're here to do our annual Lunar New Year food giveaway. We have invited approximately 500 primarily seniors in the local surrounding community to come and participate in today's event. We had different types of foods and treats and essentials that they might need in their day-to-day lives. A lot of folks out here have also been affected by the recent wildfires. A lot of the attention has been on the Eden and Palisades fires, but also we had the Hearst fire out here in this district. And so we also want to be cognizant and mindful of those folks that have been impacted out here.
These wildfires have devastated a lot of communities, not just the immediate burn areas, but the economic impact is something that is being felt throughout the region. So we've got a one-stop shop with FEMA that is here as well, so that we can make services more accessible to the people that need them. So I'm just grateful that as Angelinos, we are come together as one Los Angeles to make sure that no one gets left behind.
Traditionally, we've been doing our events in Koreatown, but we made a conscious decision because we have Korean Americans and other friends of the community throughout the entire city. And so we wanted to make sure that we are also being very intentional about bringing our resources to other parts of the city so that we're helping those that are most in need.
Oh, I just got good groceries from good people, you know. Easy access, just pull up, get in line, wait, you know. I receive good water, I receive rice, all healthy food. I receive milk, I receive a lot of good stuff that I need because as of right now today, I don't have nothing to eat. So, you know, it was a good gesture. I really appreciate it.
I always say the one thing that binds all of our communities, regardless of what your ethnic background is rice. So it's really wonderful that we have all of these incredible ways of sharing what we all know to be familiar at a time when we all need that sense of security.
It's that time of year again. Welcome to tax season. This need not be painful on your pocketbook, as the city can help with free tax preparation. LA's Community Investment for Families Department explained how you can get earned income tax credits.
And the child tax credit.
Today we're launching our 2025 Free Tax Prep LA campaign, which offers free tax preparation services to low and moderate income families.
This is a service that the city offers. People should not have to pay for this if they qualify. Anyone that makes less than $67,000 a year qualifies for this program. It doesn't matter if you have a Social Security or an ITIN number. We want you to come in, use our service, because if the IRS owes you money, we want to make sure you get it in your pocket.
Take advantage of the available tax credits. There's upwards of $10,000 available for families who qualify, both federal credits and state credits.
For example, the Earned Income Tax Credit is something that was passed many years ago that has been the #1 sort of driver to get people out of poverty. People could get up to $10,000 in their pockets if they qualify.
Me siento muy agradecida, primero porque cada vez que voy a archivar mis taxes, ellos me explican qué son los créditos que puedo reclamar. Anteriormente nadie me decía, nomás hacía mis taxes y ya. Y ahora ya me explican, calificas para este crédito y me explican todo el proceso y además es gratis.
We're very proud that we offer multilingual, certified, IRS-trained staff that is available throughout our 45 locations that can help people.
We want folks to just please see the city as a place where they can get many different resources, including getting their taxes done. We're here to serve people.
For anyone that is interested in learning more or finding the location nearest to their home or to their place of work, they can visit freetaxprepla.com or our website at laforfamilies.org.
LA's public library is also on this free tax prep kick, and we're here for it. Don't pay to pay when you can get one-to-one guidance and assistance on your tax case at the library. We went to the branch at Lincoln Heights to find out more.
We are here at the Lincoln Heights Branch Library offering free tax preparation services in partnership with CalState LA. We are super thrilled to be offering this free service to support the financial well-being of our community.
This is all free. There's other places that will charge you over $100 to do your taxes, and you can come in here and we'll do them for free in a short matter of time.
They just need their social security card. They need their license for identification, their tax documentation, their W-2s, those type of forms. Somebody that has their business, they just need to bring their documentation of the workers they paid or the expenses they used for their business.
Not only was it my first time doing my taxes here, it was actually my first time doing my taxes in general. It's like a small taste of full-fledged adultness. I feel like I'm somewhat growing up in a sense.
They are trained individuals who will help you do your taxes accurately. They'll walk you through the whole process. It's all one-on-one.
So usually when people come to do their taxes, they are uninformed of certain credits and deductions they have available to them, such as the renter's credit, or being a student has deductions or credits, and being an educator, if you work at a school, you also have a deduction. So it's just simple stuff like that that people are uninformed of.
From the money that I'm expecting to get back, with that money I'll probably end up using either for school or for whatever personal use I want to use it for.
We are going to be offering these tax preparation services for various weeks at different locations. The times are appointment-based only, so we do encourage you to visit our website at lepl.org, and you can make an appointment here for the Lincoln Heights branch, or you can find a branch near you.
Doing your taxes certainly is a real introduction to adulting. One of the newest council members, Isabel Huardo, is also the first Filipina on the LA City Council. Mayor Karen Bass, council colleagues, and a civil rights icon welcomed her at her community swearing-in ceremony.
Isabel Jurado, and you solemnly swear
I do solemnly swear
that I will carry out my duties,
my
practices, and my policies in good faith. Say I do.
I do.
All right, everybody, so Thank you very much, Councilwoman, for the invitation to be here with you all today to help participate in a moment of history as we welcome the first Filipina elected to the City Council.
I'm so excited to be sharing space with her as one of our elected officials. You know, Isabel's out here fighting for the people, and I'm so glad that she's right here to be alongside with me and everyone here today.
Who's got the power?
This is such an unbelievable moment. Seeing you all, it's beautiful, diverse, resilient. You represent everything that makes this community special. And I want to remember this because it marks the start of something we worked so hard for.
My campaign was about bringing people together and bringing unlikely partners together in order to fight for a common goal. And now with the backdrop of the fires and also the national political agenda, we need unity more than ever. And we look forward to bringing that to City Council and working in that in this district.
When you get sworn in front of your community and the constituents that came out and supported you, basically letting them know also that you're working on their behalf of the ideas and the principles that they were supporting and they wanted to see you champion on their behalf.
What I expect from Isabel is how she's lived her life as an advocate for the people, a tenants' rights advocate, someone who has fought for housing justice, also a single mother. So she's looking out for the folks who are working each and every day to just provide for their families.
Oh, I think we're going to expect great things from Isabel Jurado in this position. I think she is going to be a strong and a vibrant voice for the neighborhoods of the 14th District. Her stories, her struggles, her triumphs, those are the same of her neighbors. And she brings that voice and that perspective to City Hall, and it's desperately needed.
So thank you for trusting me with this responsibility. I don't take it lightly. I'm probably not going to sleep a lot, but I'm honored, I'm grateful, and I'm ready to get to work because our future starts now. Thank you so much.
The Greater Los Angeles Homeless Count will take place in February. There's more funding for fire and emergency preparedness in Northeast LA, and some tips on animal care during the winter weather. These stories up next on City Beat.
The Los Angeles Homeless Services Authority, LAHSA, is coordinating the Greater Los Angeles Homeless Count, taking place over 3 nights from February 18th to the 20th. Each year, LAHSA depends on thousands of volunteers to head into their communities to count their unhoused neighbors. According to LAHSA, data collected during the homeless count is an essential component in understanding the nature and scope of homelessness throughout LA County. LAHSA combines the data with the sheltered and youth homeless counts to deliver services where they are most needed. Created in 1993, LAHSA coordinates and manages programs providing shelter, housing, and services to people experiencing homelessness in the city and county of LA. For more information or to volunteer, visit count.lahsa.org. LA City Council has approved Council member Eunices Hernandez to spend up to $125,000 to provide greater fire preparedness in Northeast LA neighborhoods. According to Hernandez, several neighborhoods in her district are in high fire hazard severity zones. In the wake of the recent wildfires, the funding will go to the Los Angeles Fire Department and MySafe LA, a local nonprofit organization. LAFD will get $50,000 to expand its Community Emergency Response Team CERT program, which teaches residents how to respond to major disasters. Hernandez will allocate $75,000 to MySafe LA to develop a disaster resiliency plan and conduct multilingual preparedness training in her district. For more information, visit cd1.lacity.gov. Following the first winter storm event, LA City Animal Services reminds pet owners that being prepared for an emergency helps you, your family, and your pets stay safe. LA City Animal Services recommends during inclement weather that you and your pets stay indoors when possible. Make sure your pet is microchipped and wearing a city license tag with up-to-date information in case you're separated. Proper identification will help reunite you with your pet. Train your pet to be comfortable in a portable kennel and create copies of your pet's important documents like medication, vet records, and contact information. Ahead of an emergency, identify a safe place to board your pet in case of evacuation and prepare an emergency kit with supplies to last at least a week. For more tips, visit laanimalservices.com/news.
The city recognizes Salvadoran American Heritage Day, highlighting the culture and the contributions to the San Fernando Valley and the city as a whole.
So today we are here at Van Nuys City Hall in the Great Brody Center, where we were celebrating the 19-year anniversary of the sister city relationship with the city of Los Angeles and the capital of El Salvador, San Salvador. What's important is that when you have a sister city relationship, it shows the contribution and the unity between our major city and other cities around the world, right? There's a lot to learn from each other as major metropolises. And today what we wanted to do was showcase the leaders from El Salvador in the San Fernando Valley and all of Los Angeles that are helping in spaces, whether it be in healthcare, education, entrepreneurship, you name it. We wanted to make sure that we show that the Salvadorian American is just as American as any other immigrant that has come into our country.
We are here to celebrate the contributions of the Salvadorian community in this country, and specifically in Los Angeles. We are the second largest Latino group and the third in the nation. So we want to thank Council Member Imelda Padilla for hosting this event. She's been amazing, and I want to thank the City Council for supporting us and the mayor and everybody. This is a special day for the Salvadoran community.
So it's a very proud day for me. I think that, you know, as somebody who worked to get this day recognized in the city, for me it's very important to recognize the diversity and uplift immigrant communities and the work that we do.
We are grateful for the opportunity of being present here, representing our people, our country. It's a very emotional moment for us.
I feel very excited to be able to participate on an event like this, so special. Growing up, this opportunity was not available. It's not something that we had seen. So I'm really excited to see what the future holds and all the upcoming events that we will be able to give our people, Salvadorian community, a platform.
Salvadorians are traditionally known for being heavily concentrated in the 1st District, MacArthur Park, but they have grown immensely in the San Fernando Valley as well. So it was very important for us as a San Fernando Valley representative to bring my Salvadorian American leaders to a place that we know that they are also here and contributing to our local economy and our culture.
The Lunar New Year is a joyous occasion for many Asian cultures. At the Koreatown Plaza, the Department of Cultural Affairs supported celebrations for the Year of the Snake with Korean, Chinese, and Vietnamese artists and community.
Today we're here in Koreatown, Los Angeles at the historic Koreatown Plaza. Today we're celebrating the 2025 Lunar New Year. It is the Year of the Snake this year. And a lot of folks think that Lunar New Year is only celebrated by the Chinese community, but it's also celebrated by many Asian communities. We celebrated Korean culture and Korean heritage by having a hanbok fashion show. We also had members of the Chinese and the Vietnamese American community come and showcase their culture and heritage as well.
It is really an opportunity for folks to gather and to be able to celebrate a new beginning. It has been a hard time in our city over the last month, and as one of our speakers said earlier, this is a new year. We have an opportunity to be able to write the story that we want to tell as we look at this really exciting opportunity.
It was great because we got to see everyone come together and celebrate this Lunar New Year, and people from different backgrounds celebrating this amazing, amazing event.
Tonight has been a really, really exciting opportunity to celebrate our resilience as we celebrate the Lunar New Year with all of our Asian cultures. There's an opportunity for that to be able to share and grow for us as the city of Los Angeles.
네, 여러분 새해 복 많이 받으세요.
What do you get when you fuse hip-hop and Persian dance together? A healing connection to movement for, well, anybody. 6 branches of LA's public library are offering the Dance to Liberty program. We stepped up to learn more.
The Dance to Liberty initiative, we're lucky to have 6 Los Angeles Public Library branches partnering with this project, and we're bringing dance to different communities in Los Angeles.
Step forward. 1, 2, 3.
What we are doing today at the library is one of the sessions of the dance programs that teach a combination of hip-hop dance and bandari dance, style of Persian dance that connects the dancer to the earth and the ocean.
Click, 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 up. Ready? 5, 6, 7, 10.
I think this is a very unique opportunity for the community to come together and try a new skill if they've never taken dance before. You don't normally hear dancing and library in the same sentence, so I think this is a special opportunity to do something fun for the same people that are always here learning.
Being with others, dancing, lifts your spirits up. The more you stay home, the more you isolate yourself. It brings depression. You just have to be positive when you come to the library. It's good for yourself.
It's so amazing how much dance gives to people. Whether you're going through a tough time, facing something personally or with your family, whatever it may be, dance could be expressive if you're happy, but just as much so as if you're sad. And it doesn't matter what style you're doing or who you're doing it around or whether it's just in your bedroom by yourself. It offers a release, and I think personally it has helped me get through dark times.
These library programs, like all library programs, are open to all Angelenos, and we are so proud to say that folks who come to our dance lessons are from all walks of life. So anybody who is interested in learning dance and connecting to other people in our neighborhoods, they are welcome to come to the library and join any of our dance programs in the library.
In this week's feature story, In Need of Good Folk, Los Angeles celebrates African American Heritage Month through the lens of Black artists and doll makers at the annual Black Doll Show. The exhibit pays tribute to the oral tradition of Black folklore and fairy tales.
This is the 44th annual Black Doll Show. It's been going on since 1980, which makes it the longest running annual exhibition in the city of Los Angeles. So we are a facility of the City of Los Angeles Department of Cultural Affairs. Doll making has been an art form that's been in practice for centuries and generations across different cultures and different diasporas. It's really interesting because it's an exhibit that appeals to so many generations of people. A lot of the different themes they will relate to.
This year's theme is fairy tales and folk tales, and the name of the exhibit is In Need of Good Folk, Magic Folk Like Us, which is a call and response. I myself was inspired by all of these different types of Black dolls made from different types of materials, different sizes, dolls that were about 100 years old.
One night, art curators Cecil and Miriam Ferguson saw the Clark Black Doll Test, which was a test that was done which told little kids to choose between black dolls and white dolls, and it exhibited bias against Black people and Afro-diasporic people from such a young age. And so the Black Doll Show was based on the idea of celebrating Black history and Black culture through this show that honored Black dolls.
I've been doing this exhibit about 14 years. And the first time I saw it, I was so excited. I just couldn't believe it. When people come in here and see the dolls, my dolls or any of the dolls, I want them to be excited and overwhelmed. People say, "Your dolls look like you." Well, because when you're creative like that, making dolls, you kind of put yourself into that. And that's my mirror. When I do my dolls, I make them with their shoulders. And I used to hate my shoulders being broad, but they have broad shoulders. I like dressing up, so I dress my dolls up. I like to make them with a smiley face because I feel good in creating them.
When I was a little girl, my mother made sure to buy dolls that reflected my image. Because she did that, I was able to see myself in these dolls. You know, they would have like a certain type of profession or something. I was able to see myself and use my imagination to be able to see myself into the future. I believe that is why it is so important to be able to see yourself reflected in dolls, because you want to be a part of the world. We are a part of the world, right? So you want to see yourself reflected in that.
In this week's Things to Do, the rescheduled Kingdom Day Parade steps out on President's Day. Play LA hosts a Valentine to Fitness, and a photo exhibit captures a foster youth point of view. All this up next on Things to Do.
Join the City of Los Angeles in celebration of Dr. Martin Luther King at the 40th Annual Kingdom Day Parade. Due to the wildfires, the parade was postponed from MLK Day in January to President's Day on Monday, February 17th. This is the world's largest and longest-running life celebration of Dr. King. The 2025 parade theme is Peace and Unity. Let it start with us. Honor the King legacy and be part of history at this community celebration, which includes marching bands, performances, and cheer squads. Head to Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. Boulevard to enjoy the parade, rain or shine. The Kingdom Day Parade takes place on Monday, February 17th, beginning at 10 a.m. For more information, visit kingdomdayparade.org. The City of Los Angeles Recreation and Parks Department and Girls Play LA are helping to nurture love for fitness with an evening of activities for young people on Valentine's Night, Friday, February 14th. If you haven't registered already, get going, as this event has limited space for ages 5 to 15. The fun includes basketball, sitting volleyball, a glow-in-the-dark cheer dance, a glitter bar, face painting, music, and activities. Join the department and Girls Play LA at State Street Recreation Center for the Valentine's event Love for Fitness on Friday, February 14th at 5 p.m. For more information, see the events tab at laparks.org. The City of LA's Department of Cultural Affairs invites you to Fostering Photo Voice, a group photography exhibition at the Barnsdall Junior Art Center Gallery. Photo Voice is an arts-based empowerment method allowing participants to reflect on their lived experiences and perspectives. This exhibition grew from a UCLA study empowering foster youth using photography and features the work of 6 artists who are all former foster youth. Head to the Barnsdall Junior Art Center Gallery for Fostering Photo Voice on now, Thursday to Saturday, 11 a.m. to 4 p.m., through Saturday, March 8th. For more information, visit culture.lacity.gov. And that's a look at some things to do.
Recovery from wildfire impacts is ongoing, and we want to remind our viewers of the city's central website, which has the latest on re-entry, debris removal, FEMA links, and ways to give to fire victims. Find out more at lacity.gov. And that's all for this week. I'm Susan Huckle, and from all of us here at LA This Week, thank you so much for joining us. Remember that you can watch us online anytime at lacityview.org. We're also on Instagram, Facebook, X, and YouTube. See you next time for more LA This Week.
Ladies and gentlemen and guests, it's a big day for your regularly scheduled Los Angeles City Council meeting and our opening celebration for Black History Month 2025. Today is the 7th day of February in the year 2025. My name is Marquis Harris Dawson. I serve as president of this council. Public comment will be taken in the council chamber for today's meeting. Can we begin our proceedings by calling the roll?
Yes, Mr. President. Blumenfield, Harris Dawson, Hernandez, Hutt, Jurado, Lee, McOsker, Nazarian, Padilla, Park, Price, Rahman, Rodriguez, Soto Martinez, Yaroslavsky. 10 members present and a quorum, Mr. President.
All right, first order of business.
Approval of the minutes of February 5th, 2025.
Councilmember Lee moves, Councilmember Padilla seconds. Next.
Commendatory resolutions for approval.
Councilmember Blumenfield moves, Councilmember Soto Martinez seconds. What's next?
Mr. President, there's a request to continue item 1 to Tuesday, March 11, 2025.
Without objection.
Items 2 through 9 are items for which public hearings have been held. The ad hoc committee for LA recovery reports for items 8 and 9 have been submitted and posted online to respective council files. Items 10 through 16 are items for which public hearings have not been held. 10 votes are required for consideration.
All right, without objection, that'll be the order. Specials members on the west side of the horseshoe. Any specials? Mr. Price.
Thank you, Mr. President. I'm going to accuse myself. Item 10.
Item number 10. Mr. Price is recusing himself for item number 10. So we'll leave the room when we get to that. What's next? Councilmember Yaroslavsky.
Thank you. I'd like to pull item 2 for comments, please.
Item 2, held on the desk for comments by Councilmember Yaroslavsky. Any others? Members, all right. Seeing no other specials, what's before us?
Mr. President, the council may now vote on items 3, 4, 5 through 9.
3, 4, and 5 through 9. Let's open the roll, close the roll, tabulate the vote.
11 ayes.
All right. What's next? Mr. Price.
Mr. President, let me just clarify. I'm recusing myself from item 10 because my wife's employer has worked with this organization in the past, and out of an abundance of caution, I'm recusing myself. Thank you.
All right. Thank you. All right. There's a request to hold item 8 on the desk as well. Mr. Clerk. All right, members, we're going to do a little audible here. I'm going to ask Council Members Price and Hutt to take the podium to begin our first recognition of Black History Month with the Our Authors Study Club honorees and short program.
Good morning, everyone. Thank you, Mr. Council President, for this opportunity to celebrate Black History Month. I'm Councilwoman Heather Hutt of the 10th District, and this month is a time to celebrate the incredible contributions Black Americans have made to our city and to our world. Contributions that have shaped our society from the very beginning. Today, I'm very excited to give our next Hall of Fame award to Grammy Award-winning writer Lionel George. And may I just say that, like so many of us, she got sick, and so she can't make it. So I'm just going to share this honor because she deserves it, and we will send her her award after. Lionel is an incredible writer whose work illuminates the narratives and cultural resilience of African Americans. In fact, she's known to be the guardian of African American narratives. In 2017, her deep dive into Octavia Butler's life and work earned her a prestigious Alan Jutzi Fellowship from Huntington Library. Her analysis illuminated Butler's contributions to literature and deepened the understanding of intersection of race, science fiction, and social change. For over 30 years, Lionel has documented Los Angeles' evolving landscape through essays and photography, highlighting overlooked people and places. Her book, After Image, The Los Angeles Outside the Frame, captures the city's cultural treasures amidst periods of constant change and movement. Her impact is marked by numerous accolades, including Grammy Award for Best Liner Notes, the National Association of Black Journalists Award for Hard Features and Multiple, the Los Angeles Press Club Award for Art and Culture Features. She's also used her talent to inspire future generations as a professor at Loyola Marymount University. Through her academic, literary, and journalistic endeavors, George remains an essential chronicler of contemporary culture and African American stories. Lionel Works brings the real story of Los Angeles to life, and today I'm proud to celebrate her in this chamber. While Lionel isn't able to join us today, we just want to make sure that we thank her for her passion and dedication to this work. For far too long, we've seen our stories erased, watered down, and told through another lens. Thank you. And now I'd like to introduce my colleague, our dean, Councilmember Karen Price.
All right, well, you know, the dean just means you're the oldest, that's all. So, but thank you, council member. And good afternoon, good evening, good morning, family and friends. This is just a tremendous way to celebrate our Black Heritage Celebration. And it's my distinct honor, on behalf of our Author Study Club, that we recognize George Weaver for the Living Legend Award. Come on back here, George.
You're supposed to go up there, George.
Come on, yeah, don't be bashful.
You got to stand next to him and be on camera.
Some of you know George is a UCLA chemistry graduate and an environmental protection specialist. and he's dedicated his life, better go back around the other way. He's dedicated his life to youth development and community transformation. His former work with the Department of Defense and U.S. Navy established significant environmental safety guidelines for toxicological and hazardous materials. However, his pioneering work began with the foundation of Legacy 2000, a groundbreaking holistic youth development program that later inspired the Brotherhood Crusade's Trauma-Informed Youth Development Mentoring Program. This very program is recognized nationally as the best youth development program in the United States by the United States Criminal Justice Association. So they're there. Through the Brotherhood Crusade, Weaver has developed transformative initiatives, including healthy kid zones and leadership programs for young men of color. His innovative approaches to education and youth development have earned him numerous honors, including the 2014 James Irvine Leadership Award with recognition as Rams' first Playmaker honoree 2024. George, I'm honored to present to you and your soulmate, the Living Legend Award on behalf of our Author Study Club and the LA City Council.
Councilmember Price. Councilmember Hutt, can you bring Sharice Bremon Weaver to the podium, please?
So again, today I'm honored to present you and your soulmate the Living Legend Award on behalf of our Authors Study Club and the Los Angeles City Council. It makes me feel especially proud to see the work that you are doing and the work you're carrying it out through the Brotherhood Crusade. This organization with deep roots in the 9th District has impeccably served our youth for decades, and for many generations to come, they are providing a lasting legacy. George, you are a champion of the community, a testament of true activism throughout Southern California, and a legend amongst us all. We congratulate you. We love you. Congratulations.
Wow. So first of all, thank you, council members. I really, it's an honor, especially when you have family honoring you like this. And so I appreciate this family that we have, and I just thank you all for everything you do. 2 days ago, I celebrated my 19th anniversary with this incredible woman right here. And it's amazing when, there's something in your life that you know you don't deserve, but you get anyway. And the question is, how do you make sure that you do everything you can to earn that honor that you were gifted? And I feel the same way about this honor here. I'm going to try to do everything I can to earn the honor that I'm gifted. Something to do, someone to love, and someone who loves you is all that we all seek. And so our job is to make sure that the young people who are looking for something to do, someone to love, and someone who loves you, find that in a place that is positive for them, that is encouraging for them, that is uplifting for them, and that allows them to be their authentic self and understand that the only person they have to be better than is the person they were yesterday. Thank you.
Can we take a picture? Wait, we need to take a picture.
Thank you, Council.
Thank you. Okay, next up, another leader, another shero, another pioneer. Our Federation of Labor President, the Honorable Yvonne Wheeler.
Good morning, sisters and brothers. I'm here this morning to introduce and present to some a trailblazer. Her name is Cecily Maillard Cruz. We want to celebrate her brilliance, her dedication, and impact as one of our 2025 Hall of Fame inductees. She is a leader in education who continues to pave the way for the future generations. Her work is a testament to the fact that excellence is both a legacy and our future. Among those extraordinary honorees, President Cecily Maillard Cruz is a powerhouse educator, activist, and trailblazer, and she is my friend. As the first Black woman to serve as president of the United Teachers of Los Angeles, Cecily has dedicated 28 years to advocating for students, educators, and communities. From the classroom to the front lines of activism, she has championed racial and social justice, led historic efforts to protect school safety during the pandemic, and fought for ethnic studies and equitable funding. As the chair of NEA Black Caucus and a member of the Black Lives Matter Los Angeles, Cecily continues to amplify student and educators' voices at every level, ensuring that equity and justice remain at the heart of public education. A mother of GEO and a leader and a fearless advocate, she is shaping the future with passion and purpose. Please join me in celebrating and welcoming our 2025 Hall of Fame inductee, Cecily Maillard Cruz.
Good morning, family. Council members, staff, guests, I am honored to stand before you today accepting this award from our Authors Study Club during Black History Month. As a mom in Los Angeles Unified School District and the president of the second largest union in the country representing 38,000 members, we are the face of education for our babies, our families, and our school communities. I would like to take a moment to recognize our first responders, our educators and families whose lives have been torn upside down after the fires in Altadena and the Palisades. We continue to stand with you. We wrap our arms around you at this time because we know that an injury to one is an injury to all. It is a scary time for our students, our families, and educators alike. Fear, uncertainty, and doubt has stoked flames of racism, hate, division, and folks want to know where we as educators, as council folks, politicians stand on these issues. It is our job to stand in the gap and be a beacon of light in these dark times. We cannot shy away from fascists, billionaires, privatizers, or politicians that want to destroy our communities, our schools, and our people. We must fight forward with righteous indignation, whether that be with a pen, holding a sign, reassuring folks, or marching alongside. This is our collective job to lead. Ella Baker's words ring true. We who believe in freedom cannot rest. Let's lead the fight forward for a sanctuary city. Let's lead the fight forward for justice. Let's lead the fight forward for hope. Let's lead the fight forward with love. Let's lead the fight forward as one Los Angeles. Thank you.
Well, you see why she's getting the award, right, everybody? Yeah, that's right. Now I want to bring up our General Manager of Cultural Affairs, Daniel Tirico. Daniel?
Good morning, members of the City Council, distinguished members of our Authors Study Club, and all who are gathered here today to celebrate the legacy, history, and heritage of all of our brothers and sisters and siblings of the African American community. My name is Daniel Tarika, and I'm the General Manager of the City of Los Angeles Department of Cultural Affairs, and I'm honored to be here today to celebrate the 75th anniversary of the collaboration of the City of Los Angeles and our Authors Study Club for African American Heritage Month and Black History Month. The first African American Heritage celebration, recognized by the City of Los Angeles, began in 1949 when Mrs. Vassie D. Wright, founder of our Authors Study Club, hosted an official city celebration of Black history with the endorsement of Mayor Fletcher Bowen. Under Mayor Bowen's administration, he issued the first proclamation calling for all citizens to celebrate the accomplishments of the African American community. And in 1959, the opening ceremony was moved here to City Hall, and in 1976, the entire month of February was officially declared African American History Month in Los Angeles. Every Los Angeles mayor since then has recognized this important and historic celebration of history, heritage, and excellence in the African American community. The Department of Cultural Affairs is proud to continue honoring this tradition in collaboration with our mayor, our city council, and our Authors Study Club. For 3/4 of a century, our Authors Study Club has been a beacon of knowledge, advocacy, and empowerment, preserving and celebrating the rich contributions of African American authors, scholars, and historic history. Their commitment to education, literature, and civil rights has uplifted generations and inspired countless individuals to understand and appreciate the importance of Black history. We thank you for your unwavering support and commitment to justice, education, and to cultural preservation. Here's to the next 75 years of powerful storytelling, activism, and community building, principles that are so very, very important during these present times. So today, I have the honor of introducing you to Ms. Sylvia Woolridge, the cover artist for this city's official 2025 African American Heritage Month calendar and cultural guide. Ms. Woolridge is a native-born and raised Angelina, an artist that believes we live in a beautiful world. As a California native, Sylvia captures the color and diversity of California, which is the culture and fiber of our Sunshine State. She has an altruistic artistic expression, and she paints what she feels. We have the honor to showcase her tribute to Black history in Los Angeles with her soft pastel painting of the historic Dunbar Hotel, a significant cultural and historical monument for Los Angeles. Please join me in welcoming Ms. Sylvia Woolridge to say a few words about her artwork of the historic Dunbar Hotel. Thank you.
Good morning. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. I am Sylvia Woolridge, a pastel and acrylic artist. On this special day, it humbles me to recognize that you guys are recognizing me. I'm a little nervous right now. I am a native Angelino. I was raised in the 9th, and I reside now in the 10th district. I have been inspired by so many things in Los Angeles. Painting of the Dunbar Hotel came about when I was a small child. We used to go to the theater, the Bill Robson Theater on Central Avenue, and my mother would tell us stories about how many fabulous, glamorous celebrities had to stay at the Dunbar Hotel because of redlining and segregation. No matter where you were in the city as an entertainer, you had to come back to Central Avenue. I passed by it for many, many years, and I always thought it was very beautiful. So I decided to do it in soft pastel, and I enjoyed the process very much. After the Watts riots, you know, my mother and my aunties were talking about they thought it might be destroyed. And so there were more stories relating to Billie Holiday, Lena Horne, and so many who stayed at the Dunbar Hotel. But the Dunbar was placed, I'm very nervous, sorry.
All right, take your time.
The Dunbar Hotel came, well, as I said, my mother and my aunts always told stories about the Dunbar Hotel, and it is very, very beautiful. It was built, you know, in the 30s and the 40s is when a lot of the celebrities stayed there. And it's a vibrant and beautiful place that it still stands today, and it's very beautiful. People should take the opportunity to go see it. There's so many places in Los Angeles that have been destroyed or forgotten about, and that's one of the things that in my work, I don't want to lose sight of. And so if I can spread any knowledge or share something, the beauty of LA, then that's my job. Thank you so much.
Thank you. We're going to do the unveiling?
Oh.
Yes. Why don't you go sit all the way up through. As she approaches the poster, we're excited about the Dunbar, about highlighting the Dunbar. In fact, in council on the 14th, we're going to be having a program focusing on the historic Central Avenue, talking about not just the jazz clubs that are on Central Ave, but all other businesses and social service agencies that exist there. And so now, without further ado, drum roll, please. All right, African American Heritage Month Guide for 2025. All right, we thank you. All right, next up we have the real keeper of the flame. Laura Ball has been the president of our Arthur Study Club for many years, providing the kind of steady guidance, firm support that has been necessary. And we are so pleased that she is with us today to bring greetings for today's exciting event.
Thank you very much to the President of the Council, to each of the council members represented here, to the audience that's here and our honorees. What a great day it is in Los Angeles. I said, what a great day it is in Los Angeles. The first thing I want to do is to say thank you to the members and the team of volunteers that have brought us to this day. Arthur Study Club and volunteers, will you please stand and be recognized? Thank you. This year, I decided to go back to what Vassie Wright did when she first began what was then called Negro History Week, and formulate a collective effort for organizations to put together citywide History Month. Please forgive my voice. I'm still recovering from an illness. And so we tried to reach out to organizations to have a collective program this year, and we were very successful in that. Black history is American history. And until everyone understands that, our job will not be done. Because there are people in this country trying to roll us back to a history that is not what the principles of this country was founded on, our work is ever more important to be done. We are not just a group of little old ladies sitting around drinking tea and reading books. Our job is to find the history, research the history, archive the history, and bring our young people along so that they have a foundation. Our job is to build a succession so that we have leadership that understands why this country must redeem their soul and acknowledge the contributions of African Americans. While we acknowledge some of our honorees in council chambers, we will acknowledge the additional honorees in our post-celebration. We will be acknowledging Dr. Sherrod. We will be acknowledging Dr. William Allen Williams. We will be acknowledging Mary Louise Reeves, who is a centurion. We will be acknowledging Darnell Hunt, and I'm probably forgetting some other names, but these are all iconic people that have made their way through history. I want to thank DCA, who has been a critical partner in making sure that the cultural perspective and the activities of the entire Southern California is available for all Angelenos. Black History Month is for all Angelenos. Black History Month is the beginning of our year. We don't celebrate just one month. It is the entire year. We need you to come alongside of us. Please check out our website. We want to say thank you to the council. Thank you, thank you, thank you.
Thank you. Our Authors Study Club. That's history, that's legacy here in our city. Let's give it up again to our president. Okay, our next presenter, again, needs no introduction, Rio Shiro in our community, active in the faith-based community, active in making certain that our unhoused neighbors are cared for. She's a member of the Metro Board, the Honorable Jackie DuPont Walker.
Thank you, Councilmember Price, to Council President Marquise Harris Dawson, to the esteemed City Council of the City of Los Angeles. I have the honor of presenting and giving the history of Richard Brooks. Richard Brooks transformed American entertainment through his pioneering role as Assistant District Attorney Paul Robinette in Law and Order, in addition to groundbreaking performances in August Wilson's theatrical works. From Corey in Fences to Hammond Wilkes in Radio Golf, Brooks has acted in over 100 television appearances and films throughout his career, and elevated Black representation while making a lasting impact, advocating for diversity, yes, we're using the word diversity, and mentorship of new and emerging artists. Honoring today, Richard Brooks.
Thank you. You know, when I first heard I was receiving this honor, I had two thoughts. First, wow, this is a living legend. Wow, that's kind of incredible. And second, wait, does that mean I'm getting old now? But seriously, standing here today, I can't help but reflect on the journey that brought me here. Growing up in Cleveland in the 70s, I started chasing a dream that seemed impossible. But deep down, I knew it was meant for me. I remember sneaking into movie theaters and watching Sidney Poitier, Richard Roundtree, Harry Belafonte, and a host of other Black actors playing strong Black men who kicked butt, took names, and always got the job done. And I just knew that's what I wanted to do, and that's what I wanted to be. At 18, I got accepted into a prestigious Broadway theater program, and I moved to New York with nothing but the clothes on my back. Days were tough. It was tough then. But when doors closed, when roles were hard to find, when the world told me to give up, sometime I would sing George Benson's on Broadway. And it would remind me, you know, that I could still do it, don't give up. And when that didn't work, my mom was always there, as she is now. You know? Yeah. Hey, all right, thank you, yeah. You know, and she'd pray with me and remind me how far I'd come and tell me just make it one more day. And I did, and here I am. So today I accept this honor not just for what I've done, but for everything that's still to come, because Black history isn't just behind us, it's being written right now. And I promise you the best is still to come. So if my career journey has in any way been legacy building or has helped break down barriers or uplift and inspire the next generation, for that I'm grateful, and I humbly thank you. To the OASC and the City Council, thank you all. Thank you very much for this honor. pictures. All right. Oh yeah, there we go. Hey. Great. All right, thank you. Hey, Judge.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, we appreciate your presence and your patience. But now we have an exciting treat. The Kabasa West African Drummers are going to perform, and we invite you to enjoy. After the program, we're going to proceed behind the drummers to the forecourt. I'm sorry, we're going up to the Bradley Tower for a lunch.
And Mr. Price, before our drummers come, which we're very excited, one, congratulations to all of the honorees. Thank you so much for your service to the city and for everything that you'll do in the future. And thank you to our Author Study Club, who shows up every year on time, ready to make sure the city of LA has the Black History Month celebration we deserve. But after the drummers, we're going to have a very, very special presentation that I'll ask everyone to sit tight for, involving one of our historically Black colleges or universities that is with us today. All right, so drummers, we're on. Thank you so much to the drummers. Councilmember McCosker.
Well, we got a little more inspiration, a lot more inspiration this beautiful, beautiful morning. Good morning, colleagues. Today we are celebrating also Morehouse College Takes LA. We collectively are so honored to host on this special day as we celebrate Black History Month. The Morehouse College Takes LA initiative represents Morehouse College's ongoing commitment to empowering young men to uplift the communities across this country. But we're going to focus in April on the greater Watts community and Crenshaw as these Morehouse men come back to LA. The students will be back in April for this trip, which continues a tradition that has been growing the past 5 years at Morehouse College with similar efforts in Washington, D.C., Cleveland, Chicago, Brooklyn, Newark, Orlando, and more. I think this is going to be the furthest trip from Morehouse when Morehouse takes LA. The initiative's core mission is to help young men reclaim their narratives by providing them with the tools and the guidance needed to become community leaders. So these men come back into community and they give back others the opportunity to reclaim the narratives just as they have done. This trip aligns with Morehouse's mission to develop men of distinction who lead lives of purpose and service. I had a chance to go back in May to visit Morehouse at the invitation of Marvion Mabon. Where's Marvion? Right here. Who you all remember interned in my office, and Marvion was talking about a program called Get on the Bus, where they went to places like Cleveland and said, wouldn't it be great if we could bring a group of young men to LA? And I said, as you probably all have done to your staff, yeah, sure, we can do that. And then it became something, and it became an opportunity for me to talk to our great council president, who's going to speak in a minute, but it became an opportunity for Connie and I to go back to Morehouse in May and visit the campus. And it was just an overnight trip, just a day and a half on campus, where I was truly impressed that the program wasn't pitched to me by administrators. It wasn't pitched to me by the president of the university. It wasn't pitched to me by professors. It was pitched to me by the men and their colleagues. There were some women along too. Spelman is right across the street. The men who pitched the idea that this is something they could do in LA. And I swear, I barely talked to any administrators. I was talking to leaders on campus, besides you. And I was just so impressed with the spirit of service and the spirit of leadership that is developing because of the great leadership of their administrators, but develops organically among the men and the women who support them. So that thing rolled into Morehouse College Takes LA, which is going to be here in April. Now, a lot of you know a lot about this great historically black college. A lot of great alums have come out. Martin Luther King Jr. sort of heads that list, right? There's Spike Lee. There's a bunch of other great men that came out of the college, but we, not to be outdone here on the council floor, we have one ourselves. We have our council president, Marquise Harris Dawson, Morehouse alum.
Thank you so much. So honored. A big round of applause to Councilmember Tim McCosker for finding his way to Atlanta and bringing that LA sunshine there so much that we have a host of Morehouse students here with us today. Councilmember Tim McCosker. He's even got on his gear today, so we're very excited. His Ralph Lauren special button down. Morehouse College t-shirt. Look, folks, the story of the historically black college movement is so important to the history of this country. but especially the story of Morehouse College, a school that started by white, progressive, activist, and religious leaders who, months after the fall of slavery, so the war isn't even completely over yet, they're having meetings saying, how can we prepare the next generation to continue the struggle to freedom? And more than 150 years later, hundreds of thousands of young men have gotten educated at that school to understand the world, to understand the way things work for the purposes of changing it for the better. And that's what you see when you see the host of men, and that's the best of what you see when you see the host of men that are men of Morehouse. I want to ask all the men of Morehouse in the audience and in the chambers to please stand. I know we have students here, but we've got so many folks. We've got our commissioners and department leaders. The president of our airport commission is here. There he is, Commissioner Webb. We've got folks who do concessions at our airports, folks who are small businessmen in here, folks who are television personalities and in the legal profession. You even got out Mr. McCosker. This is very special because we grew up together in Altadena, and he still lives there and is working through that situation. My college roommate and my best friend growing up, Ishmael Thornton, is in the house today. Where did Ish go? Oh, there he is in the back. It is so important to this city and so many cities like Los Angeles that we keep these universities going, that we nurture them, that we invest in them. When I went to college, I don't know how it is now, but when I went to Morehouse College, after Atlanta, which is where the college is, the #1 city of residence for students at Morehouse College was Los Angeles, California.
Right. That is true.
That's right. And so that shows you how important this institution is to our community. I want to turn it back over to McCosker, but before I do that, I want all the Morehouse moms and sisters and aunties to also raise their hand, including my mom, who's somewhere in here. Oh, there she is. And all the Morehouse spouses and partners who are with us today as well, which I believe my wife is in the room today as well. So thank you so much, Mr. McCosker, for bringing this presentation. You brought out the big guns this time.
Hey, what's your roommate's name? Huh? What's your roommate's name? Group picture right now? We got a couple more speakers, but yep.
Yeah, we're still giving speeches. You do.
This was all a ruse, by the way. This was all a ruse to get Ishmael, Marquise's roommate, here so we can all talk to him. Dave Z's going to make it.
Got stories.
So we have some special guests here going to be speaking. When I went back, I had a chance to meet with Mr. Kevin Booker on campus. We're also going to have Brandon Rainey speak. Mr. Kevin Booker was someone, when I was back on campus, they said, everybody, you got to sit down with him, you got to talk to him. Some of the students and I went in to meet with Mr. Booker. Mr. Booker knew everybody on first name basis, knew about them, asked about their families, clearly is the type of administrator on campus that we need for building fine young people. And so right now I want to introduce Mr. Kevin Booker.
All right, thank you, sir. Thank you, Councilman. I want to say you've taken half of the words that I wanted to say in your speech, but no, nevertheless, we are grateful to be here in the city of Los Angeles. Again, my name is Kevin Booker. I am a member of the class of 1990. Many of my classmates are here to the right of me. Also a Morehouse College alum and administrator. I'm the vice president for student services and the dean of the college, in which I take great pride of. As you see these men to the right of me and in back of me, we are a special group. On behalf of our president, our 12th president, David A. Thomas, we are excited to be here. And I'm going to ask Marvion Mabon to step up. Come on up, Marvion. Let's give him a round of applause. All right.
The mission of Morehouse College is to develop men with disciplined minds who will lead lives of leadership and service. All of these young men behind me and my brothers to the right of me, we live that mission every day. But this young man in particular is your own, from Watts, California. Let's give him a round of applause. All right. Marvion and I had a conversation his sophomore year. He's a graduating senior this year. Let's give him a hand clap for that. And Marvion participated in our Get on the Bus experience. I don't remember which city, but DC, okay. Thank you, Marvion. And I said to Marvion, you know, my dream, we created Get on the Bus 10 years ago, right? Myself and then SGA President Jonathan Williams. And when we created it, our hope was that we would one day create Get on the Plane. And thanks to Marvion, in April, we will have our first Get on the Plane opportunity. So let's give this young man one more round of applause for a job well done. We are so looking forward to April, where we will enlighten and change the minds of young men in South Central. And we hope to have masses. 3,000 will be wonderful. Whatever the number is, we'll be grateful to be here and make an impact on those students in this sanctuary city. So thank you so much. President of the Alumni Association, right? Yes, sir. Next up is President of the Great Alumni Association for Morehouse College, Brandon Rainey.
First of all, I want to thank you for this opportunity. It is a great honor. I want to give acknowledgement to the council president. Not only is he a Morehouse brother, as already stated, he served in the district that I grew up as a young person, and just to see just the impact on the community has just been remarkable. Once again, to Councilmember McCosker and then everyone part of the council, would like to just give acknowledgement to the current as well as the past board members, presidents that are in the room. If I know everyone's standing, but if you all could just raise your hands, different board members, officers throughout the years. We definitely celebrate you and honor you. In the room, we also hope that the next board and president and team is also standing here in the room. So we will continue to talk to you today to recruit you for the great work that we have to do. I want to honor Brother Lamar Slater, who's our San Diego president that's in the room today. If we can clap it up. Lots of great work that's happening in San Diego on behalf of Morehouse. As stated, my name is Brandon Rainey, and I have the privilege to be the most recent president of the Greater Los Angeles Morehouse Alumni Association. I've seen a lot of stuff as I stand here on behalf of our Alumni Association. I've seen very remarkable pictures of some of Hollywood's elite alum hold hands. That's worth the clapping. I appreciate that.
Samuel Jackson, yeah.
Yes, so the elite, and there is a long list of them, join hands with distinguished politicians and community members such as John Heath, Judge Rupert Birdsong, Karim Webb, Robert Cole, et cetera, while still holding hands with teachers and authors and entrepreneurs, all singing that great song, Dear Old Morehouse, we've pledged our lives to thee. I've seen, while being in this position and working with the Alumni Association for over a decade now, I've seen thousands and thousands of scholarships given to students right here from Los Angeles, California. Now that's worth clapping about, for sure. And the work continues. Do there still do? And so if you have not, we still need the help as we want to give even more money to young people from this community. I've seen, while standing here, this great Alumni Association come together. Special thanks to my brother right next to me to give to the people affected by the fires. I've seen us come together during COVID, not only giving to alum, but also making sure that the students who were from LA got back home safe and were given provisions and plane tickets. I've seen this great Alumni Association rally together and do amazing things, like to be able to produce scholarship award winners like my brother here, who is doing a great work today as well as April. I've seen this great alumni association, even myself, as someone born and raised here, who took me in a rough situation and provided me the funds to get there. That is the power of what this alumni association has done, is doing. But most of all, what's important as I think about it is, the most exciting thing for me is what is happening with our partnership with Los Angeles Unified School District, CYFC, City, and of course, distinguished Morehouse College this April and beyond. That influence of seeing all those men come from Atlanta to be in the schools, specifically Crenshaw High School, dealing with Jordan High School, and everyone from the community who will be there, that a seed will be sown that will change their lives forever. And so we celebrate this moment. We're excited about this moment, and just leave you with just this quote that we're all familiar with by Dr. Mays. He said, "It's not what you keep, but what you give that makes us happy. We make a living by what we get, but we make a life by what we give." Let's continue to give. Let's continue to impact Los Angeles. Thank you for this opportunity.
So we have a big group back in April. We're looking forward to how they can inspire the young people in Crenshaw and in Watts. And I will tell you that the inspiration won't be just for the young people. It's going to be for all of us. So let's hear it again for Morehouse College and Morehouse Takes LA.
All right.
Thank you, Council President.
Before you close, we have some members on the queue who wish to speak.
And we have, for Mr. Booker, on behalf of the Council President and I, we'll put you in the middle. We have from all the council members this beautiful certificate. Marvian.
All right, as you're taking the picture, we have some members on the queue, so I'm going to go to Councilwoman Padilla. Yes.
Well, I'm going to admit, I didn't have any formal comments to say today, but this presentation actually really inspired me. And I have to say it inspired me because I see so many of you and I'm like, I know a few of you, and yet you're all in very diverse industries, right? So I felt the need to, number one, give a shout out to my own staffer alumni, Lamont Cobbs, the best planner in the building. So shout out to Lamont being a great a team member on my team, but also just looking at the diversity of all of the industries you all went to following Morehouse inspires me and reminds me of the day when I was probably in my early college years, and I was exposed to something called the Latino Education Pipeline, and also the Black Youth of Color Educational Pipeline, and how much it bothered me. And how much it bothered me that it took, about 500, for every 500 kids, one makes it into higher education. And I knew that I wanted to be part of that solution, which is why I've, when I came back from college, started something, the Adelante Youth Conference. And then I ended up realizing that LAUSD, through Dr. Brenda Manuel, who is now retired out of LAUSD, she was hosting one in South LA as well. So I just want to thank you for reminding me of that work, because it's work that I actually really miss and haven't been able to immerse myself in since starting as a council member. But it's really refreshing to know that alumni associations, whether they're in California or not, are continuing to push the importance of what higher education does for us. So thank you for being here, and I hope that all of us play a role in really working with all levels of government and all stakeholders to continue to inspire folks that there is nothing better that you could do for yourself than to go into higher education, because it really opens up a lot of different doors to go wherever you want. And I think all of you who are here show that. So happy African American History Month to everyone.
Next, Councilwoman Hutt, followed by Councilmember Price.
Thank you, Mr. President. Mr. President, thank you for bringing the men of Morehouse and also Councilmember McCosker, bring them here to City Council. I heard so many great things that inspire the youth. I've heard from the youth and the alumni, but what I haven't heard is a song. Is there? Is there a little bit of a song?
Don't make me go get my gavel, Councilwoman.
I'm hoping I can hear a little bit of a song. Can I get a song a little bit?
Come on, let's lock up. Stay where you are, brother.
Yeah, there we go. Now we're celebrating.
We got it on three. All right. 1, 3. Dear old Morehouse, dear old Morehouse, we have pledged our lives to thee, and will ever, yea forever, give ourselves in loyalty. True forever, true forever, to old Morehouse may we be. So to bind each son the other into ties more brotherly. Holy Spirit, make us steadfast, honest, true, to old Morehouse and her ideals, and in all things that we do.
All right. Beautiful impromptu. Love it. All right. Next, Councilmember Price.
Thank you, Mr. President. I'm just so honored to celebrate Morehouse today. Give yourselves another hand, Morehouse. Come on, give yourselves a hand. You guys represent the history, the legacy. You know, certainly all of our parents have taught us the importance of education, the importance of working hard, the importance of achieving. And that's what Morehouse has epitomized. And so I'm just so honored, so proud to celebrate you here today, to recognize the outstanding contributions that you make individually and collectively, and that you play forward the importance of working together. So although I did not go to Morehouse, my son did, and so I will always be grateful and appreciative for the unique spirit, for the drive, and for the determination that comes with being a Morehouse man and someone who's committed and involved in our community. So thank you. Keep up the good work.
All right, back to you, Councilmember McCosker, to close.
Thank you very much. So we are all inspired, and now that I've sung the tune, I think I'm in the club. And as a point of personal privilege, I have an additional certificate that I want to give to Marvion Mabon for being the idea man behind this. I will say, when I'm in Watts, it's always a constant conversation as to when is Marvion leaving, going back to school, when is Marvion coming home. The entire community really has adopted him, and for good reason. It has real pride in the fact that he's there and that he comes back to his community and thinks of his community, and Morehouse Takes LA is evidence of that. Amen. Yes, sir.
Okay. What's before us next?
Mr. President, for the record, items 3 through 9 will be reconsidered after public comment, and item 1 has been continued to March 11, 2025. The council may now take public comment for items 14, 15, and 16 only.
Okay. Folks, we're going to, because of a timing issue, we're going to start with public comment just on those 3 items. So we'll read the names of the folks who signed up for those 3 items, and we will cover the other items afterwards, but we're going to get those handled first. So could we call the names?
Goat Puppet Developer, first initial B, last initial Z, and Biwa.
And Mr. President, as members make their way to the queue, I didn't want to interrupt the presentations as the presenters are speaking, but I want to let Mr. Herman know that he disrupted this meeting when he came into the chambers by making loud noises and waving frantically behind this presenter. So Mr. Herman, this is your one and only warning.
Okay, thank you for making that clear. Okay, so the first speaker who signed up for items.
Good morning, councilors. Just want you to know, I got
I'm
my
sorry,
Braille
Speaker, which items did you want to speak to on 14, 15, or 16?
on all of them. It'll be
You'll have
about
2 minutes.
It'll be about 15 seconds.
You have 3 minutes for 1 minute for each 14, one for 15, one for 16. Go
It's
ahead.
going to be 15 seconds, sir. I just want to say I received my Braille regarding these items. I just want to say thank you very much, Mr. Grote. You've been very proactive for me. Thank you.
Okay. Thank you, sir. Next speaker.
Yes. So are we doing all the goddamn fucking items right now?
You have 3 items, sir. You can speak. If you sign up for all 3, you can use up your entire 3 minutes on these 3 items. Go ahead.
Yeah, but then I get additional time for
No,
the
you
other
do not. You can choose. You get 1 minute per item maximum.
Well, you're a racist then. That's what you are, you bastard.
Speak to the item, sir.
Yes. So let's see here. Fuck number 1 in the asshole.
Okay, you're off topic. One is not available. That is your first and only warning.
Isn't that
If
on
you
the-
continue off topic, you'll be escorted out.
Yes. Okay.
14, 15, and 16, you have 1 minute per item if you so choose.
It says 14, 15, and 16. Oh, all right. Hold on. It's a special. Oh, okay. Fuck number 14 in the ass. Is that on topic? I think so. Yes. So the city attorney's incentive for housing, you're not going to give housing to anybody, bourbon blowed, and the rest of you racists on this council. No fucking way. Is that on topic? Of course. Now let's get to the next goddamn fucking item. Number fucking 15 for the fucking housing fucking sites and minimum fucking density element. Fuck you. Fuck your density in the asshole where it belongs. You dumb motherfuckers. Look what you're trying to do here. You're talking about project analysis? You don't even read these fucking agendas. You just approve them according to your campaign developers. This one is a direct city planning initiative. January 31st, in a special meeting, Bob, where you announced this meeting being canceled. This item will have a Brown Act violation and a cure and correct tonight, so that pumpkinhead nigger motherfucker can go and review it. And then we get to item number 16. Fuck item 16, resident protection ordinance. You're never protecting anybody. You burn everybody's house down, burb. How are you going to protect these people? They're going to lose their homes. They're going to be just like Hugo was before he came on this council, living in a tiny apartment, fighting to keep his apartment rent from being too high to throw him into a tent. And then Imelda, you sold your race out. And then over there, Hut, especially you. But again, people, we see that we have to talk this way, Hut. See, we have to talk this way and be abused to get up here. But we're going to leave on a happy note. Everybody knows the FBI is coming for you. Every
Mr.
one
Spindler,
of
you are not on topic.
The FBI is coming for you. The FBI is coming for you and put every one of you in prison. See ya. You're going to be next to Weezer soon.
Okay. Do we have other folks who've signed up for 14, 15, or 16? You can use. Which of the items do you wish to speak to?
15
And
16,
Mr.
which
President-
are housing issues.
Okay, you have 3 minutes then on the 1 minute for each item. Go ahead, sir.
Thank you, but I really want to thank Morehouse for being here. I can see why the black community has gone so far
Speaker,
in such
you need to
a
speak to the
little
agenda
time.
items.
It is amazing to see so many men standing there and women who are just, they were all amazing. So
Speaker,
I'm
you
a
need to
big
speak to
fan
the
of
agenda
our
items or
World
we'll cut your
War
time.
I African-American community. Housing. You know, this is the area that truly, I feel that this city council hasn't done enough, and I hope that some of you who have tried, and at this point, Ms. Padilla, I want to apologize to you for a comment I made on housing, wink, wink, but it was the wrong thing, and I know Smoking Scan will make fun of me, but I'd rather be a man and apologize to you for a comment I made. Again, I hope that the council will step up and do more for the people in this city. I'm just going to throw an idea about housing. Trump wants to get rid of all the Latinos, right? Why don't we rent some of the land in Mexico? We take a lot of people down there, a lot of our people who are on our streets.
Speaker, I don't believe that you're on topic. You need to speak to the agenda items.
That's on housing. Is it not on housing? Anyway, we move them down there, and now we give jobs to the Mexicans, and we remove a lot of the people that are living on our street, thereby providing housing. Thank you, Mr. President.
Thank you very much. Next speaker, and please identify if you wish to speak to all three items or only one item, you say. No, two items. Please start his time. So you wish to speak to all three items, using up all your time for the day. Go ahead, sir. Your time is rolling.
Speaker, you need to
Shut
speak to
the
the items.
fuck up on Pacific Palisades and other fucking communities that have been burned by the wildfires that you dumb motherfuckers created
You're
on
off
January
topic, sir.
2025. I'm on page 17, you dumb bitch. Which item is it? 14, 15, and 16, you said. Am I right or wrong? Correct me now. May I continue? May I continue before you constitute impermissible prior restraints on my speech? What item do you want me to speak on, bitch? I'm the mayor. I'm the black motherfucker.
Go ahead and
Speaker,
speak to the
you're
items.
not on topic.
Okay,
The items you can speak to are 14, 15, and 16.
Okay, that's right. 15, housing element environmental impact. Fuck the impact, fuck the state clearinghouse, and fuck the attorney up there, because the fucking bitch don't realize the approval of the mayor, and I'm the motherfucking nigger. Mayor. Get it? Nigga. Look at item 16. I find independent judgment, for I am God. I am the food of every fucking person's God. All I want is the EIR to pursue California environment quality fucking care for me and those guidelines. I can't fucking breathe. I can't fucking breathe to prior restraint when Duarte, the 3-inch dick up there, refused to allow me to walk down an aisle by discrimination.
Stick to the items, sir.
Revising the findings to include, you dick face, the Appendix 5, which I don't give a fuck about the DCP, because I'm from the BHWA with attitude. So I represent and adopt the accompanying orders January 31st. Fuck your chapter. I'm going on to my last item.
Try not to yell.
Present and
We have folks
adopt the
who can listen to the
I'm
microphone.
still on topic.
You're on topic, but you're yelling. Please don't yell.
All right, I won't yell. Present and adopt the accompanying ordinance to Smoke and Scan dated January 31st in the chapter amending section 12 and amending every fucking article 18 to chapter. Is that a 6 or a 4 or a 9? I don't give a fuck. Smoke and Scan LAMC to codify the housing replacement fucking requirements based on the fucking residence protections. Now you know, motherfucker, where I'm from. This is all about the hood. You get it? BHWA, Boyle Heights, with fucking attitude, motherfuckers. Fuck
Okay,
Jose Huizar and fuck you.
You're done. Are there any other speakers specifically for items 14, 15, and 16? No. Okay. We can take up items 14, 15, and 16 now? Is that correct?
That is correct, sir.
Okay, we'll start.
Mr. Herman, you've already been warned.
Mr. President, the council may now consider items 14, 15, and 16.
Okay. Colleagues, does anyone wish to speak to these items? Seeing no members on the queue, we can Open the roll. Close the roll and tally the votes.
14 ayes.
Okay?
Mr. President, there is a request to send items 14, 15, and 16 urgent forthwith. Please note 2 votes are required.
Okay, we can't do that without objection. Okay, open the roll. Close the roll. Tally the vote.
14 ayes. The next vote is to vote on the items themselves.
Okay, open the roll. Close the roll. Tally the votes.
14 ayes.
Okay, those are adopted and moved forthwith.
Thank you, Mr. President. The council may now reopen public comment for items 2 through 13.
Okay.
Mr. Chair, we have a few names, so I will read those out. We have Joe Harriet Elliott, Judge Daniel Murphy, Joe Megan Henderson, Phil Singer, and Stacy Segarra-Bollinger.
Okay, if those folks could make their way to the side of the chamber. Now, Mr. Herman has already used up his 3 minutes. You're done, Mr. Herman. As I stated at the beginning, you have 3 minutes total. You could choose to use them on those 14, 15, and 16. You did not have to. You chose to use all of your time on those items. You do not get to speak again. Okay, that is the law. That is how it works. Each person gets a total of 3 minutes. You can choose multiple items. I gave people a chance to speak on that. Do not interrupt. Okay, is there anyone who has not used up their time who wishes to speak? Is there anyone who is, I can have the attorneys confirm this. This is what I've been told.
Yes, no, Mr. President, you're correct.
What's that? Okay. So, Mr. Herman, stop disrupting the meeting.
And
Okay.
Mr. President, Mr. Herman was warned earlier.
Okay, Mr. Herman's out. Mr. Herman, please escort him out. You've been warned multiple out. Mr. Herman, Rule 12, Rule 7, get out. Okay. Let the record reflect Mr. Herman is still disrupting this meeting after numerous warnings here today and on almost every other day in chambers. If I could ask the sergeants to remove this disruption, this person who continues to disrupt this meeting and almost every other meeting with racist and horrible things that he has to say, especially on Black History Month, the use of the N-word is deplorable. Please leave as fast as you can. Okay.
And for the record, Mr. Herman continues to disrupt this meeting by yelling. And he's continuing to yell.
Please have him leave faster. You're disrupting the meeting, all of the folks that are here, the people that are watching. Sir, welcome to the podium. I apologize for the disruption. The floor is yours. Which items do you wish to speak to?
Hello, mic check. Can you hear me, sir?
Yes.
In celebration of Black History Month, sadly, I'm here to talk about my police brutality incident.
I'm sorry, Speaker, this is, we're not taking general public comment because this is a
It's
special
sad
meeting.
that I'm a victim of police
You can speak to
brutality
items
where
2 through 13.
I was thrown face first into a metal gun locker. That happened during the
Speaker,
time I had a seizure.
This is not an item that you can discuss right now. You can speak to items 2 through 13.
Still to this day, the police had that covered up.
Sir, we
I
apologize.
told-
We can have you talk to some staff members on the side about your issue, but right now, under our rules, we can only speak to the items that are before us. And that issue is not something that is before us, but happy to have you talk to one of the staff members on the side of the chambers. We do not, I cannot bend the rules for any individual. I have to bend them for everyone. I understand the concern, and I feel your concern, but we cannot have you speak. I'm sorry. It's not about
Speaker?
respect, it's about the rules that we have, sir. I cannot have an argument here. Well, I'm not permitted, it's not my choice. I'm not permitted to allow you to speak on anything other than these items.
Speaker, if you continue to stay at the podium, Without speaking to the items, you'll be disrupting this meeting.
Please, happy to have you speak to the sergeants about the issue or speak to one of the staff members about the issue. We cannot entertain it during this. Happy to talk about it. No, we cannot hear that during this meeting. Are there any other speakers who've signed up for items who still have time left?
Mr. Chair, I called up
Okay,
all
I'm
names.
sorry, you have to leave the meeting. You're disrupting the meeting per Rule 7, Rule 12.
Mr. President, the speaker has been warned.
Okay.
I didn't say that.
Okay.
For the record, the speaker is continuing to disrupt this meeting by yelling.
Okay. Are there any names of folks who have?
Mr. Chair, I
not-
called all names. I'm not sure if there's any other speakers. Please line up. But as of now, those are all the lists on the.
Sorry, we spoke for 3 minutes. What's that? Oh, we only used a minute and a half. Okay. What's that? Mr. Candido still has a minute and a half. Okay. You did not use all 3 minutes, so Mr. Candido has a minute and a half on alternate items. Oh, and Mr. Hoff has 2 minutes as well.
Item 2 has to deal with DWP. As a former chairman of or chairperson of purchasing during Garcetti's era, I hope that this council is really reviewing agreements and contracts with DWP, because apparently what I've been told is there's still a lot of holes. A lot of the missed discounts, the 10%ers, the 2%ers are being missed, and close to $25 million of DWP discounts is being missed. So I'm asking you, Mr. Blumenfield, and all members to take a look at contracts. And if DWP workers bring these things to your attention, please don't fire them. Just make sure we close those holes so those discounts aren't missed. Thank you, Mr. President. Oh, just one more thing. Please, can you put the meetings on the phones? I don't have to speak, but I would love to hear the meetings on phone. Thank you.
Okay. Are there any other speakers who have not used up all their time? I think Mr. Hoff only used up 1 of his minutes. Yeah. You spoke to 1 of your minutes, but you still have 2 additional minutes if you wish, if you've signed up for other items.
Okay, and remind the speaker, you can speak to items 2 through 13.
Okay, I just want to say it's going to be about 15 seconds or 10 seconds. I just want to say thank you to Mr. Grote regarding obtaining my braille for these agenda items. Obviously, Simi Park over there would never fucking do it. That
Okay,
fucking
speaker, you need to
lazy
speak to the
loser.
agenda
Thank you.
items.
Simi, you're a cunt.
Okay. Okay. No additional speakers? Is that correct? Okay. Public comment is closed. What is before us?
Mr. President, the council may now vote on items to reconsider items 3 through 9.
Okay, let's open that up for reconsideration of 3 through 9. Open the roll. Close the roll. Tally the votes.
14 ayes.
Okay, what's next?
Mr. President, the council may now consider items 3 through 7, 9, and 11 through 13.
Which items are before us?
Mr. President, the council may now vote on items 3 through 7, 9, and 11 through 13.
And Mr. President, Mr. Spindler is interrupting this meeting.
All right, Mr. Spindler, stop interrupting the meeting. Okay, those items are before us. Let's open the roll, close the roll, tally the votes.
14 ayes.
Okay. What's next?
Mr. President, the council may now consider item 2, called special by Councilmember Yaroslavsky for comments.
Okay. Councilman Yaroslavsky.
Thank
the
you,
floor is
Council
yours.
President. Colleagues, this item passed out of Energy and Environment Committee. Because I couldn't attend, I just want to draw your attention to this item this morning. Item 2 would approve a DWP software contract that would support a pilot deployment of smart meters. This is super wonky, but it's incredibly important. Smart meters are really critical to our clean energy future and a resilient energy system and water system. They're absolutely essential to a reliable energy system that can automatically inform the Department of outages. Right now, people have to self-report. No longer would people need to call in and do that. Smart meters give us real-time information necessary to run a functional 21st century utility. This is way past due. Super excited it's finally happening. I ask for your aye vote.
Thank you. Let's hear it for smart meters. Any other comments on this? No? Seeing no speakers, let's open the roll, close the roll, tally the vote.
14 ayes.
Okay, what's next?
Mr. President, there is a request to send item 9 forthwith.
Item 9, okay, without objection. Forthwith. And then Councilman Yaroslavsky, for what purpose do you rise?
I move that we refer item 8 back to BNF. It's going to be heard later today in the Budget and Finance Committee.
Okay.
Thank you.
Is there a second to this motion?
I'll second that. Do we need to vote?
If we can, sir, take a vote.
Okay, let's open the roll, close the roll, tally the votes.
14 ayes.
Okay, that item is moved to budget. What's next?
Mr. President, there is a request to continue item 10 to Tuesday, February 25th, 2025, for which Councilmember Price has recused.
Okay. Seeing no members on the queue, without objection, that'll be done. Next.
Mr. President, Council has motions for posting and referral.
They are posted and referred.
The desk is clear, sir.
Wonderful. Colleagues, are there any announcements? Any members wish to make an announcement? Seeing no members, does anyone wish to do, what's that? No. Anyone have an adjourning motion? Announcement, okay. Councilwoman Padilla.
I was hoping Councilmember Rahman would be here so I can let her know that I checked my box. My social media, as well as my newsletter, is promoting the homeless count. So hope everyone does this weekend as well.
Awesome. Good reminder. Okay, any additional announcements? No. Colleagues, are there any adjourning motions? Looking to my left, looking to my right. Seeing no adjourning motions. Oh, wait. Oh, sorry. Councilwoman Yaroslavsky has an adjourning motion. If I could ask everyone in the chambers to rise. And the floor is yours, Councilwoman.
Thank you, Council President. I rise today to adjourn in memory of Deacon Thomas Floyd James, who passed away on January 13th, surrounded by his loving family. Deacon James was more than just a pillar of his community. He was a man whose unwavering faith, dedication to service, and profound love for his family touched the lives of everyone who knew him. Born in Joplin, Missouri, and raised in San Diego, Deacon James served our country with honor in the U.S. Army before breaking barriers as the first black senior buyer at Lockheed Aircraft, where he worked for 30 years. But it was his commitment beyond the workplace that defined him. Over 60 years of devotion to Emmanuel Church of God in Christ, serving as senior deacon, chairman of the Deacons Board, and actively leading Jailhouse Ministries. His compassion and leadership extended well beyond church walls. Deacon James was the beloved grandfather to the daughter of Maria Aguaniga, who serves as my office manager. I know how deeply his guidance and love shaped their family. And I want to extend my heartfelt condolences to Maria and to all of Deacon James's family during this difficult time. Deacon Thomas James's legacy of faith, service, and family devotion will continue to inspire those who had the privilege of knowing him. May his memory be a blessing. Thank you.
Thank you. Any additional adjourning motions? Seeing none, inspired by this great Black History Heritage presentation, go forth, make the world more equitable, do great work. This meeting is adjourned.
she's that sort of version of a woman involved with a guy like this. And then you've got the woman who is really pining, Josephine, and then kind of everyone in between. So how can his arc be helped, right, by the individual arcs of the women? So I kind of wrote their stories individually, and then kind of figured out how to piece them together. So there felt